Mr. Duku Foray, who will be addressing us today. Please, Mr. Foray. Welcome, Mr. Foray. You have 5 minutes time. You can address us either sitting or standing, whichever you prefer, and your time begins when you begin. Please proceed.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair, Lord Mayor, and councillors. I thank you for all of your humbling and eloquent introduction today. And standing in front here right now, I am actually blushing, but because I am black, you all cannot see it. And what you cannot also see is what Brisbane, and especially this city, means to me and my family. You know, I was born in a refugee camp in Uganda, and when my family came to Australia in 2007, I couldn't speak a single word of English. Actually, I knew one word, and that was the word yes. And I remember on my first day in school, a cute girl came and she asked me out, and I didn't know what she was saying, and that's how I got my first girlfriend in Australia. and beside going through the different challenges of fitting into a new society and meeting new people, and at the same time getting involved in the different food, tasting them, I ended up overcoming a couple of challenges along the way. And one thing I realized that this city was able to do for me was it made it possible for me to follow my dreams. And along the way, I tried so many different dreams, and I was full of energy, I was excited, and one of the dreams that I ended up pursuing was becoming a public speaker, because I just loved talking, I loved meeting people, and the first video I recorded as a motivational speaker was in my bathroom with my little brother, and we made the video, and through the video we just continued doing it, and because I was also born with a speech impediment, besides having to learn the new language and overcoming the speech impediment, I was able to continue with my dream. And that dream ended up taking me to a lot of different countries, including taking me to New York, where I represented Australia at the United Nations headquarters in New York. And through my speaking opportunities also, I managed to speak in different schools. And what happened was I was able to talk to a lot of different young individuals, young dreamers, and hear about their dreams and what they had to offer. And at the same time, through our different communities, even in my migrant and refugee communities, I hear different dreams of people, the dreams they want to go, towards, and dreams they want to achieve. And I believe dreaming is the language of this land that we're in, and it's so rooted in the country to the point where the ancestors of this land have been dreaming for thousands and thousands of years. And so, councillors, I ask you, what if we're able to implement a way for people to follow their dreams, where we make it part of what this city means, because I believe Brisbane is the city of dreamers. And for me, as a citizen of Brisbane, I became a dreamer, and I was able to follow my dream. And I remember actually when I was in school, my teachers told me that I talked too much, and my math teacher told me that they would pay me to shut up. And so I was like, sir, do you know how to make $1 million? He's like, if I did, I wouldn't be dealing with you now, would I? And I said, 1,000 times 1,000 is $1 million. If you pay me $1,000 every time I shut up for 1,000 times, I'll become a millionaire. He's like, go shut up and get back to work. And after I finished school, I became a public speaker, and now I follow my dream. And there was a time I got invited to go back and speak in my school, and I ended up getting paid for it. And afterwards, I went to the back of the room. The teacher who told me that I talked too much came up to me, looked me in the eyes, and they were like, Duku, you still talk too much. And me being cheeky, I was like, I know, but I'm getting paid now. and just, and that was all because I followed my dream. And obviously, it wasn't something which I was, I had a lot of help with, because there wasn't a lot of people like me, who I could look up to, who I could relate with. But my question is, what if, we're able to, make that part of what this city really is, a city of dreamers, a city, it doesn't matter what our background is, because I believe dreaming doesn't have a color, because Australia is young, we are one, and we are free. And I believe if we can't dream, we cannot grow. And if we cannot grow, we cannot reach our purpose. And if we cannot reach our purpose, we cannot be happy. And if we can't be happy, what else is there? Thank you very much, Mr. Chair, Lord Mayor, and councillors.
Thank you, Mr. Foray. Please take a seat. And Councillor Howard will be responding to you.
Well, thank you, Mr. Chair, and it's a great pleasure to respond to you, Duku, and I think to say that you've been one of our more entertaining presenters here, and we've all enjoyed hearing your life story. In preparation, I actually watched your TEDx presentation, and I can encourage each and every one of you here to do so, because it broadens the concept of what you've just been talking about. And look, we are so proud of our many wonderful, inspiring young leaders here in Brisbane, and your story is an inspiration to many of our younger residents, that you can achieve whatever you dream. So your dreaming is something that's extra special. And of course you've produced that into a book, which I had here, which I did sort of take from the Lord Mayor, sorry Lord Mayor, but I have also...
No.
So I did ask our library, I did try to get my very own copy, but you are totally sold out from our libraries. So I had to put it on hold, which I have done, but I did manage to get this one from the Lord Mayor, and I see he's got a copy on his desk as well. So, and I know that you met with the Lord Mayor last year, and again, it's a wonderful, inspirational story that you tell, and it's one of the things that we think makes Brisbane extra special, to have young people like you representing us all over the world and at the United Nations. I've been to the United Nations, and I know how absolutely amazing it is, so I can only begin to know the thrill that you must have had to be representing Australia and to be there. So can I just encourage everyone in the chamber to take the opportunity to learn more about Duku's story, because it really is something special, and I think it really relates to what we in Brisbane really believe in, and make sure that we're having our young people inspire us, which is exactly what you've done for us today. And if I could finish on, I think, something that's near to your heart, may the force be with you.
Thank you, Mr. Foray. Mr. Pearce will assist you.